Hello and welcome to Suxxesso in a Nutshell, our series of short videos highlighting the extensive functionalities and outstanding usability of our SAP Test Automation product, Suxxesso Tool Suite. Today's topic is working with tables. How do we manage tables in Tool Suite, edit tables, select specific rows according to the row number, but also work with the key column and combinations of key columns. How do we edit the input to specific rows or several rows at the same time according to specific parameters? As you can see, we have already started a session in our SAP test system and opened a built-in demo table. We have also started Suxxesso Test Pilot, the main component of our tool suite for the setting up of test cases, their modification and execution. We will start our demonstration by clicking on the Insert New Step button and selecting Set Field from the list of commands. Let's say we want to work within the column Flight Time in this table. So we click on any of the rows in order to select this column and we add it to Test Pilot as a table. So we have this step, and in order to work with it, we open it for editing by click on the Edit button. The first function I want to show you is to set the flight time in a specific row within the selected column. Let's say we want to use row 6 and we want to set a flight time of 3 hours. Now, if we play this step by using the menu which opens when we click on the right mouse button, we see that in row 6 of this table the flight time has been set to 3 hours. In addition to rows defined by their number, we can also work with key columns, as you can see in the drop-down menu. Let's choose key column first match as our first demonstration, and in order to work with a key column we have of course to define it through the key column button. Let's say we will define the key column city of departure, and we will use New York as our city of departure. And we want to set the flight time to 5 hours. This means that when we play this step, Test Pilot must find the first match, the first row where New York appears, and set the time to 5 hours. Let's see if this will happen. Yes, we have the flight time to 5 hours in row 1 where New York appears. Of course, instead of key column first match, we can also select key column last match. Let's keep the other parameters because they are already in this step. So when we play it, Test Pilot finds the last match for New York and sets the time to 5 hours. Another function I want to demonstrate to you is key columns unique match. Unique match means that we want to make sure that we have only one row which corresponds to the parameters we define. These parameters, we need at least 2 parameters in order to define a very specific row. So we will add another column, which let's say in this case will be flight number. And we keep the city as New York, and the flight number we want to use is, let's say, 106. And we want to set the time in all places where New York is the city of departure and the flight number is 106 to 7 hours. We play the step and we see that test pilot has found only one row where we have both parameters, the flight number 106 and the city New York, and has set the flight time to 7 hours. If we do not provide a uniquely identifiable combination for the key column unique match function, we will receive an error message from test pilot. Let's see how this happens. For instance, we will remove this key column, therefore we do not have a unique combination, and we play this step and we get the message that key column departure city New York matches multiple rows, so this is not a unique match. Thus, with this function we have verified that a certain combination appears only once in this table. We have demonstrated the functions first match, last match, and unique match. But we have also the possibility to find and modify all matches. Let's select that function and choose Singapore as our city of departure and input in all rows where it appears a flight time of 9 hours. We play the step and we see that test pilot has found at least 4 cases where Singapore is the city of departure and have set the flight time to all of them to 9 hours. And the last function connected with the key column identification, which I want to demonstrate to you, is key column no match. In this case we want to check whether a certain value, in our case a certain city, appears in this table at all. So let's say we select Vienna as the city of departure, and we do not need to set a flight time because we are just looking for Vienna, so I remove it from this step and apply the changes. And when I play this step, we see replay successful. That means, because we are looking for no matches, that means that test pilot has not found any matches for Vienna in this particular table. With this, our demonstration has concluded. I hope this video has managed to convey to you not only the rich functionalities, but also the excellent usability of Suxxesso tool suite. Thank you for your time and attention, and please check regularly for other videos in this series.